it's good for the ladybugs. Because they said that the ladybugs liked it better if there was some dampness on the stuff. Whew, that does not smell good. Does it? So we were at one of our favorite hardware stores up in Flagstaff yesterday and discovered they had ladybugs. So we decided, yeah, they're like with tax about $7 a jug. So we decided we'd pick up another container of ladybugs just because we haven't had any proof so far that the lace wings or the mites are doing anything. But there's no doubt in our mind that the ladybugs were really, really handy here. So I'm just gonna drop some of these guys in to a couple of different locations here. There's about 1,500 ladybugs here. I asked one of the young men at the hardware store if he knew how long they'd have them for. He's never worked there in the summer before, so he didn't know. But I'm already collecting ladybugs on me. I'm either an insect or something. They love me. They feel the love. They know that I love ladybugs, so. I know I was checking the thrips before I started doing this, and there's definitely some thrips over in here. Most of the plants are pretty clean now, but I know there's some thrips on the gum frame of these guys here. So we figured, hey, $7 after all the work we've put in is certainly worth the investment. And hopefully between these guys and the last guys, we'll get them to breed some local here too, which would be great. We normally do have a fairly decent collection of ladybugs in the garden because we don't use any kind of pesticides or herbicides and stuff, and we normally have some fairly full sections of the garden in terms of plants, so there's lots of place for them to hide and stuff like that. This is where I was setting up things that were transplanted yesterday. Eek, a ladybug just fell in the water. That's not good. Come here, ladybug. Gotta rescue you. There we go. Just rescued a ladybug. There's water sitting in the bottom of these trays. The first day or so after I've transplanted them, I tried to keep some extra water in the bottom just to increase the humidity in here. And all I'm doing is dropping out some of the chips here, which have lots of ladybugs in them. No going up my sleeve. You have never seen anything until you've seen these things swarm naturally in the wild. We've experienced it multiple times in California, and my daughter and I were in New Mexico years and years ago and on a trip, and they were swarming up on the mountains. And everywhere you went there was ladybugs, and there was no way to avoid getting ladybugs in your clothes, and it was cute. I mean, ladybugs are not scary. They don't bite or anything. Somebody told me that there were some kinds of ladybugs that bit, but I've never seen anything like that. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. times when you go to get ladybugs at a store, they're mostly dead. And I did not want dead ladybugs. I wanted stuff that would get out here and do a job. And I could already see some of these ladybugs are latching onto some of the leaves and running around, checking things out. A few of these are also doing the wild thing, so I'm hoping that maybe they will lay eggs around here somewhere. More ladybugs? We figured it was worth it. They really made a huge difference last time. We went from wondering if we were going to lose all our seedlings to finding seedlings where there were no thrips left and stuff like that. And you know that there's eggs and stuff, so you have to kind of do this in generations. In fact, they'll recommend you release them in waves. Thought about releasing them last night, but it was kind of late when we got back, and the weather was getting pretty chilly, so we decided we'd wait until this morning because we assumed it was going to be pretty overcast today. And since we have a chance of rain this morning, followed by a chance of thunderstorms this afternoon, it's going to be cooler in here than it usually would be.
The ladybugs continue to do their job, eating thrips. Thanks for watching. See you on the next episode.